Hey everybody, Brian Miller, Small Town Movie Watcher, and we got done watching A Hologram for the King, rated R, starring Tom Hanks, and then a bunch of other people from the Middle East. I take it back. There's not a lot of other people from the Middle East. There's like five guys that act in this from the Middle East, plus three or four, five other white people. So there you go. Movie is rated R for some female nudity and Tom Hanks apparently having sex. There is a little bit of drug use at the Danish embassy as well. So that's why it's R. So this movie is about a salesman who is attempting to course correct his second half of his life after getting a divorce and having to change jobs from a Fortune 500 company to this new tech company that's selling a really cool product in holographic teleconferencing systems. So he has to fly to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. I always just call it Saudi Arabia, but apparently we're calling it Kingdom of Saudi Arabia now. And he's got a meeting with the king at some point, at some time. They don't really know. He's on their schedule, and it just kind of happens. So while he's there, he's learning customs and he's learning about people. And he's finding a second life with the people there in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. So what's the good parts about this movie? I think, one, the tech that they show off, if it actually exists in this world, is rockin' awesome. And I want it. So I'm just going to tell a couple people, and maybe we'll get it for work. But probably not. I think Tom Hanks does a good job with acting. Of course, it's Tom Hanks. If Tom Hanks came out with a movie where he was acting with a trash bag, I would probably go and watch that as well. I sat through Lady Killers 10 years ago, so I'm pretty sure I would sit through Tom Hanks and a paper bag too. Or did I say plastic bag? Anyway, I would sit through it and watch it. What's the rough parts? You know, some of the acting from the Middle Eastern actors I felt was kind of forced, and they're not quite. They're speaking in English, and that's not how they want to speak, and that's the way it feels. And maybe that's the point, because they're trying to speak in English for this man who doesn't know how to speak. I think it's Arabic that they speak there. They could speak something else. I don't know. So, and maybe that's what it was. So if that's the only downside, that's all right. I think that the story really does move along. I think the acting from Tom Hanks as the main character does well. So that's the excitement. That's it. It's on Google Play Store right now, which is where I got it on my digital downloads. I rented it. I didn't buy it. Maybe when it becomes $6 to buy, I'll think about doing that. But right now, it was worth the rent, I feel, for $4 that I spent on it. And I didn't really spend it. I had Google credits from doing surveys. So, with that, Brian Miller, Small Town Movie Watcher, and I gave absolutely nothing other than I didn't mind this movie, and I think that you should go rent it. And I just got done watching A Hologram for a King, rated R. And with that, go find a movie and get lost in it. Thanks, everybody.